Okay, today we're going to be factoring a polynomial expression, specifically this one, x squared plus x minus 6. Now, our first step is always to draw our brackets, because whatever we come up with, it will fit into two pairs of brackets. And let's look first at our a value. In this case, it's 1, which means we know already two of our values. We know that both first values have to be x, because when we FOIL, we multiply first times first and end up with x squared, which matches that x squared there. So down here on this line, I'm going to FOIL as we go and reverse engineer to check our work. This should match this by the time we're done. And now we get to the part of factoring that's a little bit like a logic puzzle. We need a number that adds to our b value, which in this case is 1, and multiplies to our c value, which in this case is -6. Now, numbers that add to 1 and multiply to -6, well, we know it multiplies to -6, which is, of course, a negative number. So we're going to need one positive and one negative. And we want them to be only one different, right? Because they need to add to 1. So if we have a positive and a negative, they're going to be, one will be subtracted from the other. And they're only going to be 1 apart, because when one is subtracted from the other, we're going to be left with a value of 1, which is our b value. So right away, we look at the factors of 6, or in this case, -6. And there's 1 and 6, and there's 2 and 3, and we can stop there. 2 and 3 is the winner, because they're 1 apart. And which one is positive and which one is negative? Well, we want them to add to positive 1. So we're going to need to make our 3 the positive value. So we can just plug those numbers right into our brackets. An x plus 3 and an x minus 2. Now let's use the FOIL method to check and make sure we got the right answer. So we've already done our first, x times x gives us x squared. Now we need to do our outer, right? FOIL. First, outer, x times -2 equals -2x. Inner, 3 times x equals 3x. Last, 3 times -2 equals -6. Combine like terms. These are our like terms. And we end up with x squared plus x, right? 3x and -2x give us x minus 6, which, as we can see, is the same as up here. So our final answer is this: x plus 3, x minus 2. You can write them in either order.